Hey guys, just kind of making a video here. No real actual purpose for it. Was watching some of my old videos and they're all, pretty shoddy, shot with a shitty camera, bad quality, and they're just kind of random. Like most of them are about my crappy guns, and this one's kind of like that, but not really. So we're just gonna start out. This is basically where I do all my work. It's where I do all my new work. I have a nice little overhead light right there. It projects a shit ton of light onto this. As you can see, there's a bunch of foam here. I'm planning on using Andrew DFT's stencils and his tutorial videos to make a assault rifle from Halo 3. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, check it out. He does a lot of really good beginner tutorials and things like that. Obviously, I'm not really a beginner, but most of the guns that he designs are way better than mine, so I'm just going to trust him on that. And he is a much, much better creator than I am, since I'm just, a small YouTube channel. He's way bigger. He's pretty small too, but he's a lot bigger than me. Anyway, so since I'm just kind of bringing it back to the glory days, I got a random weapon here. This is my old AK. It doesn't look very good. It's okay. Just so you know this, right now I am a sophomore. I'm in 10th grade. I am in high school. I'm much older. But when I made this, I was in 5th grade, and I originally made this gun to be as big as it could fucking be. And it used to be as tall as I was. I'm not saying that, like, now, of course, I'd cut it down. It's not as big as it once was. It would probably come up to maybe my shoulder now. But in 5th grade, we studied the Civil War for the first time, and I just loved reading about it, and I loved the teacher teaching it. So I made a Civil War gun, and of course those were huge. They were like 7 feet tall. So I made this one as big as me at the time, and I wasn't good at it. So I had made the gun originally out of toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls and some dowels and mostly tape. And it originally started out just looking like a mashup of all this random stuff. But then if you look through all my videos, you can see it progress from a mashup of random stuff into a mashup of random stuff covered in paint. It was all covered in black spray paint at the time, and now it is obviously covered in the tan and the other thing. Sorry, I am in my garage right now, and it is like 9:30 at night, and it's pretty freaking cold because it's the middle of November. So I might be shivering a little bit. On an unrelated note, here is something I made, but I have never shown off. I've had it in my room for a while, actually. I made this before I moved, so like I've had this for maybe a year now. Yeah, I think about a year. Because on my birthday a year ago, I got a Dremel tool. And the first thing I did with that Dremel tool was make a nice little sword. I had originally made a video on my phone that showed off this sword and all of its glory, but I never uploaded that for some reason. That was in like the gap between my Batman cosplay and my Nightwing cosplay that I just didn't upload anything. As you can see, it's kind of like shaped down, and it's supposed to be a little bit rougher on the edges. I was kind of painted to look like it was a stone sword, and have like a wooden hilt right here, and it's gonna look pretty cool. But in the video where I was like showing the sword off, I was kind of swinging it around, and these little detail lines right here, as cool as they are, you can see it fractured along that. So now I have a sword that is about to break, so I can't swing it. And like if I do this, I can feel it wobble. So it is it's on the edge of death right now, and I don't want to break it because I do like this sword a lot. So I basically just keep it in my room, sort of set up on some nails like that. Not really like that. In my room, it's more set up like that, but there's another nail so it stays up like this. Oh, that's right. Here is a thing that I have never shown you guys, but I really wish I have. I really think I should have, because this is freaking awesome. Me and my mom's boyfriend John, he knows a lot of stuff about electricity, and I don't, so I needed his help with this. But this is a hot wire foam cutter. It's half painted, and I'm just gonna demonstrate it. So if I can get into the spot, which can plug it in, it does makes a weird little sound, and then it's up and running. It's not really good for EVA foam. Now it's fully heated by now. But for EVA foam, it cuts really, really slow, because EVA foam is extremely dense, as some of you may know. And it doesn't actually cut it all the way through, and it's very burned. And I do not like using it for EVA foam, but just grab a piece of scrap off the floor. But this less dense styrofoam, it cuts straight through with that. See, nice. And so this is what I plan on making future swords with. I'm actually planning on making a Buster Sword from Final Fantasy, and as you can see, I have a gigantic piece of styrofoam here. I actually used half of it, or a portion of it, not really half. And I was gonna make a Meta Knight sword, but it did not turn out well. The handle just kind of demonstrates why it didn't turn out well. It was supposed to be, this is just one curve, like, okay. It was supposed to be not wavy like that. It's supposed to just be kind of a nice curve. But these are extremely difficult to use and get like a nice straight line for an extended period of time. So yeah, it did get screwed up. I'm gonna unplug this now. It did get screwed up because they are just difficult to use. I have measured out the Buster Sword. It is 73 inches long, which is, for those that don't know, including me, I didn't really know at the time, so don't feel ashamed if you don't. 73 inches is like 6 feet and 2 inches, something like that. No, 6 feet 1 inch. 6 foot 1 inch, yeah. So it's a big sword, and it's also like 10 inches across. So it's very thick, and I should be able to make two with that. The first one is probably going to be a big fuck up, but the next one might be pretty good. Anyway, this is just sort of a video. I mean, like I said, it was just supposed to be like a mashup of what I used to make with some new stuff. Underneath the foam is, of course, a nice cutting board and another cutting mat. I've got my Magnum here. Looking at the difference between these two guns is it's pretty bad, honestly. I mean, this gun is not very good. I know it's not very good. Most of the stuff I make isn't very good, but I'm kind of just beginning. But compared to this, I still love this gun. Out of, all the guns that I could have kept in the move that were big, I kept this one because this one has sentimental value to me. It's just, check out my old videos. I mean, you'll see see what it used to look like. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys.